Hidden insulin triggers in everyday foods. What you should know about MSG.
Did you know some everyday foods may raise insulin levels even when they don't contain much sugar? When people think about insulin spikes, they usually blame sugar or refined carbohydrates. But in modern food science, there's another factor that often gets overlooked: flavor enhancers used in processed foods, especially monosodium glutamate, or MSG.
MSG is widely used in the food industry because it enhances the umami flavor, making foods taste richer and more satisfying. Some research suggests that MSG may stimulate insulin release from the pancreas,
even when the food itself is relatively low in carbohydrates.
In other words, insulin levels may increase without a large intake of sugar or starch.
Another important point is that MSG does not always appear on labels simply as MSG.
In many processed foods, it may be listed under different names, such as hydrolyzed vegetable protein, hydrolyzed yeast extract, hydrolyzed soy protein, yeast extract, flavor enhancer.
These ingredients can function as sources of free glutamate, which contributes to the same flavor-enhancing effect.
Many people also assume that ingredients like modified food starch or modified cornstarch are the same as MSG. Technically, they are not MSG.
However, they are frequently found in highly processed foods, where flavor enhancers and other additives are commonly used together.
Because of this, the real issue is often not a single ingredient, but the overall pattern of eating ultra-processed foods. Common foods that may contain flavor enhancers include packaged snack foods, instant noodles, ready-made soups and sauces, frozen meals, seasoning mixes, and certain processed cheese products. These products are specifically designed to increase palatability, making them easy to overeat and more likely to become part of a daily routine. From a medical perspective, the concern is not occasional exposure to small amounts of MSG.
The concern arises when a person's diet is dominated by ultra-processed foods, which often contain
refined carbohydrates, low fiber, multiple food additives.
over time, this dietary pattern can contribute to frequent insulin spikes,
which may play a role in insulin resistance, weight gain, and metabolic dysfunction.
A simple strategy to reduce exposure to unnecessary additives is to prioritize whole, minimally processed foods, such as fresh vegetables, whole cuts of meat and fish, eggs, nuts and seeds, home-cooked meals.
In general, the shorter the ingredient list, the lower the likelihood of hidden additives.
Ultimately, long-term metabolic health is rarely determined by one single food. It's shaped by small, daily choices, repeated over time. If you're interested in learning more about how foods affect insulin, blood sugar, and metabolic health, follow along for more medically grounded, easy-to-understand insights.
Thank you for watching.